If you ask me how to manage stress, I'll just say close your eyes and sleep. But you're not going to be taking my advice because we do have an expert on that one. Akshay Jain is a senior faculty of art living and has taught happiness, corporate and youth courses across India, Europe, and of course Africa. Now these programs impart tools and techniques to participants on healthy and happy living. He has worked on multiple service projects like youth leadership training programs, Prison Smart, and of course 5H program. Now today he's talking on stress management in a time of uncertainty. It is great to have you. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I am stressed. We are all stressed. I mean, you forget how I look. I forget how I look. I woke up too early this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. But stress is a very constant part of life.
Exactly.
So the issue is managing stress. Yeah.
Exactly.
What does it mean when you say stress management for by yourself?
Life will not change. You have to get up in the morning, go for your whatever work you do. Sometimes people are traveling 1, 2, 3, 4 hours one way to work. So the daily life situations are not going to change and they are stressful. So let us understand what is stress. Too much demand and less capability that causes stress, or too much to do and less time.
Less time.
Isn't it? So this will be constant. This is not going to change. Now, what it does to us is the term stress. What it does to us is in the level of body, it creates some sensations, stiffness. You see all the muscular spasms, etc. So when the mind is stressed, if it reflects in the body as some kind of disease, stiffness in the joints, etc. So we have to now understand that since the external situation is not going to change, what do we do about it? So that is why stress management becomes very important.
Okay.
Right?
Now I am so interested. I'm listening to this now because I am taking it for myself. Whatever you say now, I am going to put it into practice. So let's start. How do we manage it? What are your first steps to go about?
So let's understand how stress is linked with mind, breath and body. So breath plays a very important role here.
Breath.
Yeah. So for example, if you have some emotions, for example, let's say you are angry. So how is your breath at that time? It's faster.
It's fast and
isn't it?
It's short and fast.
So the pattern of breath changes with the state of your mind. And that also reflects in your body. So for example, when you're angry, your body is heated up. When you're afraid, when you're gripped by fear, how is the body? It becomes numb and cold.
Cold, exactly.
So the state of mind reflects in breath as well as in the body. So imagine with all these, vacillation of mind, going from anger to fear, anxiety, etc., how it impacts our body, right? So when we say stress management, we are saying, okay, don't attend to mind directly because mind does not listen to you. Now, if you tell yourself, I want to sleep now, will you get sleep? No, it doesn't listen direct instruction.
That's way, yeah.
So this is the skill where through breathing, you are able to bring the mind.
Breath control.
Yeah. So with breath control, mind comes in control. You see why is the mind stressed? Because it's going into the past and future. Now you're sitting with me, you may get thoughts of past or future. And when the mind is not in the present moment, that is when stress happens. That is when negative emotions come.
So let's live in the now. That's what you're
right
saying.
now. Yeah. Power, that's they say, power of now. So
okay, you're talking to me. Go ahead.
yeah. So if you are able to bring your mind into the present moment, and that happens with breath. So some breathing techniques, some ways of...
Can you show me or teach me any breathing technique?
Very simple is if you are able to take a break of 10 seconds and take, or a minute, and take a long breath in and out.
A long one in and
Yeah.
out. Huh? Okay.
So just, the skill to breath is also to observe how is your breathing pattern. We don't really observe our breath. Have you observed our breath? Only when you ran for a kilometer and then you're panting for breath, you understand there is breath. So the skill is to observe what is the pattern of your breath, and you'll see there's a lot of quiver in the breath when the mind is not settled.
Okay.
So if you can just sit down with your eyes closed and then take long breath in and out.
As long as you can.
As long as you can. Slowly, effortless. So effortless, slow and long breaths.
Do I do this every day? Just something I can
You can do
every day?
every day, many times a day.
Many times a day. As much as whenever you have...
Whenever you feel, the mind is too active, and then you just relax. 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just
it
focus
seems
on breathing.
cliche, but I don't do this, and I feel like if I add this to my routine, it will definitely help. So yes,
Yeah.
as many times as possible.
As many times, I mean, 3, 4, 5 times, 5 minutes, take a break. You know, before lunch, take a break, 5 minutes, do the breathing.
Can music help with this?
Oh, yes. So, a lot of things, music, exercise. So, there are a whole lot of things to release stress. And what happens? See, why does music help? When you are aligned with music, you are in the present moment. An artist, he's so much in the present moment. The creativity flows when you are in the present moment. Right?
So you would advise maybe learning a kind of craft like something, playing an instrument. You are in the present because your mind has to be focused on now.
Exactly. Do what you like, but be 100% in that moment with intensity. So even if you're on the beach watching the ocean, that can also be very meditative and it can relax your mind, you know.
It's been a while I went to the beach.
The irony of life is that today people go to beach with loud music and whatever they do here, they do there. But if you go to the beach and soak in water and just watch the ocean, that can relax you.
Who's going to the beach with me? I have to go this weekend. Okay, what are the techniques that we can use?
So I think any art kind of activity which stimulates your right brain. You know, right brain is associated with creativity and art.
Okay.
Right. So that kind of activity can calm you down and bring you to the present moment.
There's a way you talk. It calms things down. Is
Yeah,
that intentional?
It happens when you practice every day. It happens when you.
So that even when you are communicating, you tend to maybe the aura that you give off is one that is calming, because that's the effect from the way you talk and all of that. I would want to listen to you if I'm trying to get myself calm, and it does make. But I like what you say. When we go to the beach these days and there's just so much noise and all of that, it's hard to distress or manage stress when there's noise, right?
Exactly. So it all becomes like you want to go for a holiday, you take a break, but you end up doing more activity than what you're doing at work. And people normally go for holidays and come back and they want to relax again.
True.
So relaxation is taking a break and having an intentional attention on the mind to calm it down. Because mind is racing. It's going up and down, past and future. So how do you do that? And that's where with breathing and meditation and some maybe physical intervention. For example, some of the spa treatments, like we do herbal treatments from Ayurveda. At the Happiness Center, we do those things where when the body is stressed too much, you know, your muscles are tight, you have all kinds of pains and aches. So we have those kind of physical intervention. So to calm down your body, and then that reflects in your mind also. Have you seen after a nice, good massage, how is your mind? Quiet. So it's all interlinked. So you work from the body and you work from the mind.
Actually, this is a 4-part series I will be looking forward to. I would not miss. Even if I'm not here, I would ensure and I would entreat everyone. It will across the month. We're going to have you here. We're going to be talking about all of this. This has been quite enlightening. And I will start today to try some of the things that you have just said.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.